These are three emotions that I feel very chronically as somebody with CPTSD. So the first two are kind of together. It's shame and guilt. I feel this too, and I'm not exaggerating at all. I feel this the way that somebody would feel if they were like a serial killer. Like, I feel like the type of shame and guilt that like people in Epstein's files should feel, even though they don't. Um, I feel as if I have committed like one of like the worst deeds that like somebody could ever commit, and like even though I'm not like a perfect person, I logically know that like nothing that I've done in my life is worthy of like the amount of shame and guilt that I feel. But it's not like a logical thing. I constantly carry around a level of shame and guilt for just existing, for just taking up any type of space, for just having any type of needs. That is really, really hard for somebody to understand unless they share the same experience. Like, if you don't have CPTSD and like you never felt like what I'm expressing, it's really, really hard to fully explain it to you. But it's like the constant, overwhelming, like this shame and guilt of I think it's like taking on like the blame for like the trauma that happened, and if like the trauma like in my situation was daily, it's constantly like taking on that blame for trauma that happened to you and feeling like that was like your fault. And it makes you and I grew up in a Christian household, which kind of like added on to that with like feeling like born with like this inherent sin type of thing. But like it's really, really hard to understand, and like nothing that I do has ever like kind of relieved it in any type of way. The third feeling that is very prevalent for CPTSD in my experience is overwhelming, petrifying, horrifying fear. And I don't mean anxiety, and I don't even mean dislike. When somebody like comes up behind you and you like get that startle response, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about if you have ever been absolutely just petrified, absolutely just so scared that you want to just scream bloody murder type of fear. I feel this every day, not constantly, but just every day I experience it at least like a few times. I wake up in the middle of the night like screaming a lot. And that's when I'm asleep, so I have no control over what happens when my body goes to sleep. It's like if you can imagine the worst type of like horror, the worst type of terror that you could experience, it's like that. I think that that is a feeling that again somebody might not understand unless they've been through something like really, really traumatic in their life, or that they have like CPTSD. A lot of people see PTSD as just an anxiety disorder, and it is an anxiety disorder. But like that level of fear is a lot more than just plain anxiety. Is being absolutely like petrified, and again, I am not exaggerating. So yeah, those are three feelings I think that are not talked about a lot with CPTSD that I think should be talked about more often. Um, yeah, if you can relate, please comment below. If you find this video informative, please give it a like and please follow me. And yeah, have a great day.